As CS students, our biggest question is why even get a job after graduation? With tech job postings down post COVID, the job hunt is tougher than ever. Hello, I'm Alexis, and we are Team 20 Waves. We build Get Hired for students who need a first step in their internship journey. Meet Danica, a first year CS student at SFU who wants to land her first co op, but she's stuck. Job descriptions are long and unclear, her cover letter gets rejected by ATS, and she can solve leak code hard problems but fails at behavioral questions. Her applications are also scattered across random platforms. With all these hurdles, Danica can't land an internship. She's not alone, but with Get Hired, we're changing that. Get Hired is your one stop job prep platform with clear job summaries, cover letter fixes, behavioral interview practice, and a built in application tracker. We're here to make sure students like Danica get hired.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and I'll be talking about our features. Our first three are implemented with the Drupal REST API, a job aggregator, starting with the job search engine. Danica is currently looking to secure her first co-op as a software developer. She can use the job search engine to input keywords like software developer co-op to find relevant listings that match her interests and student status. To better refine her results, Danica can use the search filter feature to target listings by location, distance, and salary. For example, if she prefers roles within commuting distance from her university or needs to meet a minimum income to support herself, she can use these filters accordingly. This can help her prioritize listings based on practical needs like travel time or her financial goals. Once Danica performs a search, the listings are presented to her in a card-based format. These cards display key job details such as title, location, salary, and company. This format makes it easier for her to scroll and quickly assess which postings are worth diving deeper into. The next three are implemented with the Google Gemini API. Job listings can often be long and cluttered, so Danica can use the AI job summary feature. This feature sends the job description to Gemini and returns a concise summary that highlights key responsibilities, requirements, and qualifications of the job. This saves her time and cognitive effort by summarizing lengthy job descriptions, helping her make faster decisions on whether or not she wants to apply. To help her prepare for interviews, Danica can use the interview question generator, which gives her job-specific situational questions. The feature also provides a brief focus note for each question to help her understand the purpose behind them. Danica can input a job description and her draft cover letter into the cover letter helper. Using Gemini, the app analyzes both and returns multiple suggestions, including areas to analyze on, emphasize, or improve. This helps Danica highlight her academic achievements and transferable skills more clearly.
Hi, I'm Aaron. Now let's discuss the CI/CD pipeline of our project. We implemented continuous integration using GitHub Actions, since this service is already built into GitHub. Our workflow is triggered every time a commit is pushed onto main or a pull request is made from main. When it runs, it checks out the repository code, sets up Node.js, installs all the required dependencies, builds the project, and finally runs all the tests. Automating these steps helps ensure that our code builds properly and passes all the required tests, which maintains code quality. For continuous deployment, we utilized Render, a cloud-based, user-friendly deployment platform well-suited for full-stack applications like ours, which features a React frontend and Node.js backend. Our deployment pipeline is configured to automatically trigger a new deployment whenever a commit is pushed to the main branch. During each deployment, Render builds the application and launches the backend server, ensuring that the latest changes are always live and accessible.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I'll guide you through the interface and its main features. On the main page, you will find descriptions of each feature we've implemented. The login button takes you to the GitHub login page, where you can sign in using your GitHub account. So, on the job search page, it's gonna show random job listings by default. Users are required to enter specific keywords to get recommended job listings. For example, if I search engineering jobs in Vancouver with minimum salary of $80,000, it's going to display the relevant jobs, and you can scroll through and browse the job listings. Then I click a job card to see more details on the right side. This panel shows general job information, and you can click the generate button to view interview questions relevant to that particular job. So the portfolio page lets you enter personal information. At the bottom, it's going to be the portfolio section, where the information is organized into different categories. Here you can click the add button to add individual panels. So for instance, for education, I'm going to input my information, and there's going to be up to 4 panels you can include. Finally, the cover letter evaluator requires you to paste a text version of your cover letter and a brief job description. After inputting all the information and clicking the button below, you're going to receive detailed AI feedback displayed on the right side, including suggestions for the structure and future improvements. Note that if you submit an empty text fields, no feedback will be generated.
Now let's talk about the project takeaways and lessons learned. The first issue we faced was a duplication of efforts, as we did work asynchronously, and this led to multiple team members working on the same features, such as the homepage and search bar. This highlighted a lack of clear task ownership. So, our solution was to introduce a structured weekly planning meeting to define roles, track progress, and avoid overlap. The key takeaway here is that clear communication and visible ownership of tasks are essential to prevent duplicated work in collaborative projects. The second challenge we faced was API integration problems. We ran into several technical issues while integrating the front end with the back end APIs, including misaligned data formats and unclear endpoint behaviors. So we used pair programming to tackle the issues collaboratively. This enabled faster debugging, knowledge sharing, and a deeper mutual understanding of how the front end and back end systems interact. Our key takeaway here is that collaborative coding approaches can accelerate problem solving and improve team-wide technical understanding. Our final issue was an unfamiliarity with the technology stack. We initially planned to use TypeScript to enhance our code quality, but faced difficulties with configuration and integration, and this unfamiliarity hindered our development progress. So to stay on schedule, we pivoted to using plain CSS and JavaScript, which the whole team was more familiar with. So our key takeaway is, while adopting new technologies can add value, prioritizing familiar tools helps with completing deliverables on time.
To enhance the overall user experience and make our platform more powerful and practical for job seekers, we will propose 6 more features. These features include a brief description and how we can implement them in the future. Implementing user authentication will allow individuals to create accounts and access personalized dashboards. This will include users to save jobs and track applications. We would use the Firebase authentication for secure login and registration, and Cloud Firestore to manage user-specific data like saved jobs and application history. Upon login, users will be redirected to their dashboard where data is fetched based on their user ID. To keep users updated on new opportunities, a new job alert system will notify them based on saved preferences like their keywords or location. We would use cron jobs in the backend to curate the Drupal API based on user preferences. Notifications will be delivered via SendGrid for email or Firebase Cloud messaging for push notifications. Alerts can be set to daily or weekly frequency based on user choice.
Our freelance job posting section will allow employers to post short-term opportunities and users to browse and apply for them directly. This feature would include a basic in-app messaging system for communication and payment integration through Stripe or PayPal APIs. To improve job search accuracy, we can use AI to match users to jobs based on their resumes or profiles. Gemini's or OpenAI's embedding models can extract data from uploaded resumes, which the backend would process to show relevant listings. A technical interview preparation feature lets users tackle coding challenges sourced from the LeetCode API. Hints and feedback would be powered by Gemini, offering personalized tips based on their answers. Lastly, a mock interview tool lets users record timed responses to simulate real interviews. Recordings are transcribed with OpenAI Whisper, then analyzed by Gemini or GPT-4 for feedback on clarity, structure, and delivery. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Feel free to try out our application through the listed link or QR code. We hope that our application can help users like you find your next job opportunities and successfully get hired.